Long before people began to whisper his name in fear, the waters of the Ruzizi River and the vast Lake Tanganyika flowed in silence, hiding secrets beneath their dark surface. The river fed life to the land, and the lake stretched endlessly, calm and beautiful. But beneath that calmness, something ancient and dangerous was growing. It was there that Gustave lived. No one knew exactly when he was born. Some believed he had lived for decades, surviving storms, droughts, and even the violence of men. While other crocodiles hunted and died like ordinary beasts, Gustave endured. He grew larger, stronger, and more experienced with every passing year. His body became massive, far bigger than any crocodile people had ever seen. His skin was thick and marked with scars, deep wounds that had healed over time, proof that many had tried to stop him and failed. But what truly set Gustave apart was not just his size, it was his mind. At first, the disappearances seemed normal. A fisherman vanished. A child did not return home. Livestock was pulled into the water. In a place where crocodiles existed, such tragedies were sadly common. People mourned, but they moved on, until it kept happening. Again and again, people disappeared near the water. The pattern became impossible to ignore. This was not random. This was something else, something deliberate. Gustave was watching. From beneath the surface, only his eyes visible above the water, he studied the world around him. He learned the habits of humans. He knew when fishermen cast their nets and when they were most vulnerable. He knew where women gathered to wash clothes and where children played too close to the edge. He understood movement, routine, and timing, and he used that knowledge. One evening, as the sun began to set and painted the sky in shades of orange and red, a group of fishermen prepared to leave the water. The lake was calm, unnaturally calm. One man leaned over the side of the boat, trying to untangle a fishing net. In an instant, the water exploded. A massive force burst from below, jaws wide open, moving with terrifying speed. The man had no time to react. A single scream pierced the air before he was dragged violently into the depths. The boat shook as the others panicked, trying to steady themselves. They stared at the water, hearts pounding, unable to move. Then, just as quickly as it had begun, everything went silent. The surface became smooth again, as if nothing had happened. Their companion was gone. No trace, only fear remained. From that day, the name Gustave spread across villages like a curse. People spoke of him in low voices, afraid even to say his name too loudly. Some believed he was not just an animal, but something darker, a spirit or a demon that had taken the form of a crocodile. Life near the water changed. Children were forbidden from going near the river. Fishermen refused to work alone. Entire communities lived in constant fear. Fires burned longer at night, and people stayed far from the shoreline after sunset. But fear did not stop Gustave. If anything, it made him stronger. He became bolder, attacking not just in hidden corners, but in places where people once felt safe. He no longer hunted like a simple predator. He chose his moments carefully, striking with precision and disappearing before anyone could react. Many tried to kill him. Hunters came with powerful rifles. Soldiers set traps along the riverbanks. Some even attempted to poison him. Each plan was carefully prepared, each attempt filled with determination. But Gustave always survived. Traps were found broken. Bait was left untouched. Footprints led into the water and vanished without a trace. It was as if he understood every attempt before it even happened. As if he was always one step ahead. One hunter, more determined than the rest, spent weeks tracking him. He studied the river, the currents, and the places where Gustave was rumored to appear. He waited patiently, refusing to give up. One evening, as darkness slowly covered the land, the water moved. A large shape began to rise, slowly, silently. Two eyes appeared above the surface, cold, steady, and ancient. The hunter felt his body tense. His hands trembled slightly as he raised his rifle. In that moment, he realized something terrifying. This was not just a crocodile. This was something that had survived everything, something that had learned, something that could not be easily defeated. He fired. The sound echoed across the water. Birds scattered into the sky. The surface erupted violently. Then, silence. The hunter waited, his breath heavy, his eyes fixed on the water. But when the ripples faded, there was nothing, no body, no blood. Gustave had disappeared once again. Years passed, but the story never died. Some claimed Gustave was finally gone, defeated by time or injury. Others believed he still lived, hidden deep beneath the waters, older and more dangerous than ever. Even today, along the riverbanks and near the